care. Either way it goes. Let's get into this. You fucking it's I've noticed, especially since this Rico came out and all that kind of stuff. You said the section, which one you from? I'm finna let you know all about it right now. Let's get into this. Let's discuss. Oh yeah, that's how you feel? Yeah, me too, for sure, for sure, for sure. Heavy on that guy. Shout out to Getting Chilly. We finna jump into this, man. I'm from the Crenshaw district. 30s to the 100s, 20s to the 100s. Anything from Adams to Imperial, that's me. Anything from the 20s to the 100s, that's me. Blood, Crip, SA, Asian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, White Boy, Jamaican, Pyro, Hoover, nigga, everything in between. I'm from all of them. I'm from all of them. I got love for all of them. You feel me? Straight like that. From the 20s to the 100s, from the 30s to the 100s. I got love for all of them. But what I'm noticing, it's a lot of hatred and it's a lot of indirect little ahs about this little situation with Big U. So I'm gonna give my real opinion on it. Do I agree with this shit? Of course not. Do I think that it's messed up? Yeah. But ain't nobody been tried on nothing. You feel me? Ain't nobody been tried on nothing. And I get that public opinion is public opinion. Everybody else, y'all can have what y'all want to have. I ain't mad. If you read something and it triggered you because whatever, blah, 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 you're entitled to that. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not thinking that anybody's wrong for their opinions and their feelings and all that kind of stuff. I'm simply here to say this. If niggas got some kind of hatred or some kind of whatever for the section, be a G and just say that. Don't hide it behind little weird ass memes and little weird ass comments and all that kind of shit. Because when it's all said and done, Draws did make sure them kids had a football program. What football program was in the Crenshaw district before the Crenshaw Rams? Or the Colts, or whatever they doing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. What was in there? What was going on at Crenshaw High School before him and Nip came and made that impact? I'm not taking away from none of the bad, but let's just take a second to talk about some of the good. Because regardless of the fact whether you like it or whether you didn't, them kids got to play football. Whether you like it or whether you didn't, Crenshaw High School got a much needed renovation. 59th Street Elementary got a much needed renovation. That entire neighborhood had an attraction of tourist dollars that stimulated that economy well past what anything it's ever had, period, point blank. So when it's all said and done, it is a double-edged sword. It's for sure a double-edged sword. I ain't here to talk about the negative. You know what I'm saying? If on the news, the indictment say X, Y, and Z, I'm not finna argue with an indictment. The last thing I'm finna do is argue with a piece of... I'm not finna argue with a piece of paper, bro. I'm not finna argue with a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? If you on the wiretap saying blah, 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 you on that, whatever, bro. That's that. You know what I'm saying? What this man said about himself in conjunction with his situations, I'm not here to speak on that. But what I am here to speak on, oh, Big U, that's the big homie. That's I got love for this. I fuck with it, and I booked the bam, and I bought that, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, and wooty bam this, and a lot of you niggas is acting weird, bro. A lot of you niggas in this podcast space is acting weird, bro. Straight like that. He gave people jobs for people in positions that couldn't get a chance. The church, come on, bro. That's real. Now, I'm not saying that this man's right. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I'm standing by any decision making that, you know what I'm saying, wooty bam this, wooty bam that, and all that. I'm not saying none of that. What I am simply saying is it wasn't no football program on Crenshaw and Slauson until Big U came around. I know that for a fact. It wasn't no, I grew up over there. I had to play football for the Inglewood Jets. That was the closest thing to where I was at, was the Inglewood Jets. Shout out to all the Inglewood dudes over there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about the Jets. You feel me? So, hold on. Yeah, so I played for the Inglewood Jets. You feel me? So, I didn't have nothing that I could have walked to. You feel me? It was nothing like that available to me. There were no programs. There was no celebrity influence. There was nothing like that available to me. You feel me? I had to go outside of my neighborhood for opportunity. And whether you like Big U or not, whether you feel Big U program or not, whether you enjoying Big U program or not, you can't negate the fact that he put opportunity into that community. You can't change the fact. He put opportunity into that community. You might not appreciate the opportunity. You might not like it. You feel me? But it don't change the fact that nigga's son is in the fucking NFL. The proof is in the pudding. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that everything went right. I ain't saying that. Because, again, y'all like to twist shit up in the comments. I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is, I didn't see no football program over there, and I've been over there my whole life. You feel me? The crime rate is down in Los Angeles as a whole, hence to the peace talks really there. I mean, again, now I'm not putting the whole peace talk and everything on him. I'm not saying Big U's responsible for it, but we're not going to act like he wasn't a contributing factor to peace talks in LA. to developments of betterments of situations for these kids and all that kind of stuff. So all I'm gonna say is this, bro. He's still a black man. You feel me? He's still a black man. He's still a black man. And it's interesting to me how y'all have so much empathy for these weirdos. Y'all have empathy for these weirdos. Niggas got empathy for all these dorks and all that kind of stuff. You feel me? Well, so-and-so said this. Well, so-and-so said that and all that kind of stuff. Come on, bro. Have the same level of empathy. I'm not saying that you got to be right. I'm not saying that. What the hell is this girl? Why is this girl on my thing? I'm not saying anybody's right. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm simply saying is understand the reality of the situation of he's still a black man. He still came from a community in a situation that didn't offer nothing. And he still figured out how to offer that situation and offer more into that community. You feel me? So with that being said, you know, that's all I got. That's all I really got on that. You feel me? I'm not no judge. I'm not no jury. I'm not no executioner. I can't say who right and who wrong. I can't say who right and who wrong in this situation. I'm going off the wiretaps and the paperwork like everybody else. You feel me? But as I give my personal opinion on this, oh yeah, bro, I'm from the Crenshaw district. I ain't never going against my section for nothing to nobody publicly. I don't give a damn. Call me biased, call me what you want to call me. I don't give a damn. I ain't never going against my section. I ain't never going against my homies. I ain't never going against my loved ones. I ain't never going against the streets that raised me. Never in life. I'll never do it. Pack me out. Pack me out. That's my feeling towards that, man. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel till he's free. We gone.